think a good director of photography is someone who is a good reader, a reader of scripts and a reader of people, because ultimately you're visualizing the script. I think in just being receptive to ideas, but also standing up for your rights. I mean, if someone had said to me, oh, we want this to look really like a glamour shoot for 18 hours, I'd have obviously said, well, no, because it's a nasty, ugly story. And the pictures should say that. The obvious one is Roger Deakins. I mean, I don't know how he just keeps on doing amazing work and has never won an Oscar. But yeah, Days of Heaven. I would love to have shot that. Documentaries. Oh, well, sorry, the Killing Fields. The Kenyan film industry is I mean, it's an interesting one because there's so many talented people here. There's loads of good stories. The problem, I feel, is cinemas, for one. We have, what, in Nairobi we have 4 cinemas? Is it 4 or 5, including the IMAX? And they're all in malls, except the IMAX. They're all in malls. They're all, you know, relatively expensive to go and see a film. If you take your family to see a film, 4 tickets, popcorn, Coke, whatever, and getting there and back, you're probably, you know, anything up to 5,000 bob. I mean, what would be great? I know there's cinema halls that show the soccer or stuff like that in a lot of the neighborhoods, but you know, if we could get those cinema halls showing Kenyan content, I think a lot of viewers in Kenya want to watch American movies. I don't know why they don't want to watch Kenyan movies, you know. But then again, Kenyan filmmakers shouldn't make Kenyan films for Kenya. They should make Kenyan films for everybody to try and get it out there. Because we've got great stories and talented people, and we need to tell those stories, and you know, because they're universal stories. Nairobi Half-Life did extremely well and broke records for viewership and all the rest of it, but that was a one-off, you know. It's a shame. I think we really need to support what's made locally and also make it more accessible. Personally, I like doing handheld. It's just something I rather enjoy doing. As a rule, I'm not really involved too much in post-production, except when it comes to grading. I did a job in Uganda for Skype, and it was called The Impossible Family Portrait. And it was about a guy, Ugandan, who'd had to go into political exile in the States, and how he stayed in touch with his family. And he lived, so there was a crew in Philadelphia who filmed him, and then we were in Uganda, and we filmed his family. And the end result was that we lined his family up in the street, and through the internet beamed that image onto the wall in his apartment, and he stood beside them and they took a photograph of him. And at the end of it, the reveal is basically him seeing for the very first time a family portrait that he thought he'd never have. I would say watch as many movies as you can. Be a good guy to have around, or a good girl to have around. Be good to the people on the way up, because you'll sure as shit meet them on the way back down.